What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for the Walking Dead series. This one, though, is going to be for the video game. This one's going to be for the Telltale Walking Dead game series. This one is going to be a little bit of a kind of a looking back on the first season, giving my thoughts on the very first season of the Walking Dead Telltale video games, and giving my thoughts on what to expect for the reviews and the videos for Season 2, 3, and 4.
You silence the whispers.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing my video review and recap for the very first season of the Walking Dead Telltale video games. This one is just going to be a little bit of a general recap for the first season, just before we get started with Season 2, of course, and I will let you guys know, in terms of Season 2 videos, what you guys will, be expecting for Season 2 videos, Season 3 videos, and Season 4 videos, because we are going to, pretty soon, start Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4 of the Walking Dead Telltale games, and just pretty much see what's up with the series, basically, I do want to let you guys know, just for the beginning of this video, I've only seen the first season. I've only played the first season of the Walking Dead Telltale games. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but if you guys don't know that, please do not put any spoilers in the comment section below about Season 2, Season 3, or Season 4, because I have not seen it yet, and I just hope that some moron doesn't go out and post something in the comment section that they know they're not supposed to, in terms of spoilers, because I actually am very excited to start Season 2. I think it's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to get into to the second season. Now, it's times like this I wish I had moderators for the channel, I think you have to be at like 1,000 subscribers to have moderators for a channel. I'm pretty sure, right? But man, I wish I had moderators, honestly, because, I would definitely, get those comments out of there so I wouldn't have to see the spoilers myself and get rid of them, myself. So, hopefully nobody out there will post spoilers for Season 2, Season 3, and Season 4, because, if not, I am gonna have to. I'm gonna have to probably ban the person that puts spoilers in the comment section. So, just a little warning for everybody there. Anybody that's new to the channel, do not put any spoilers in the comment section. Now, let's get started with this this first season. So, there's a lot to talk about. We're not really gonna go too in depth because it's been about 2 years since I played this, so there are gonna be some aspects of this that I forgot. So bear with me on that a little bit. But I have to say, I really, it's weird going back and actually seeing this again, because it's just been so long since I've actually played this season. So, reasons for stopping this game, kind of going into that real quick. Lee is really the big thing for me. I just, I don't know, guys. When I saw Lee, and I'm just gonna, spoiler warning, I guess, if you have not seen the first season, even though I'm sure a lot of people have already seen it. It's just a matter of what they did this season with Lee. Like, honestly, he was such an awesome character, and they killed him in, honestly, a way that, like, it was well done, but it was kind of dumb at the same time. Like, I don't know. And he was definitely my favorite character, and there were so many character deaths in the first season of this game that I kind of just was a little bummed out, and I kind of didn't want to play the rest of it. And I still am a little bummed out watching this again and kind of playing this again for Season 1. I am a little bit. Like, I'm like, okay, going into Season 2, like, where is this going from here, But, but I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I don't like that they killed off Lee, but, we got to move on. We got to see what's going to happen with Clementine and stuff like that. In Season 2, so yeah, this is based on, in the Walking Dead comic book series universe, which I think is really cool, that they did that. Now, definitely, we know that it's based off of the Walking Dead comic universe, and some good examples of that is Herschel's Farm, and Glenn. Those are two very big, kind of confirmations that this is in the Walking Dead comic universe, not in the TV series universe, because they don't use Stephen Yeun's and, Scott Wilson's voice for Herschel and Glenn in the first episode, because they're introduced in the first episode, as well as a bunch of cast members. Basically, the general story we get, Lee, our lead character that we follow and that we are playing in this first season. I'm not sure who we're going to be playing in the second season of the Walking Dead Telltale games. I'm going to make a bet. I think it's going to be Clementine, probably. But at least for this first one, it's Lee, basically, and he's being arrested. He's being driven in the cop car and stuff like that. I like how he's like, usually, you probably didn't do it then, did you? Because, people that did it usually say by this point that they didn't do it, or, whatever the case may be, right? So, they get in the car crash. The sheriff guy turns, and Lee basically has to take care of it and all that kind of stuff. He's in handcuffs, too, so he's trying to fight his way out of it. It's a very exciting start. And then, of course, we get him searching a house, and we see the first appearance of Clementine, the little girl. So, yeah, really cool stuff. We get to see her character for the very first time. And really, I'd say this is probably the best part about this whole first season, is really the story of Lee and Clementine, and kind of like a father-daughter-ish, type of story between the two. And I love that, Now, we do get introduced to a lot of new characters. I'm just going to kind of go over some of their names and who they are. We got Kenny, which is an awesome character in this first season, and we have his family, of course, who, of course, do not survive this season. And then we get Carly, we get Lily, as well as her father, Larry, which I freaking hate Larry, guys. And we're going to get into that in a minute. And we have Mark. We have a couple other characters throughout. The old man with the guitar. And, a bunch of other characters. And I apologize, because I'm sure I'm forgetting some things. But there are just some character names that I don't remember. So I'll put some pictures up here of some of the other characters that are in this first season, because there's a bunch of them. But basically, there really is only one survivor by the time you're done this first season. And, guys, I honestly have to say, this is a perfect first season. You've got everything. You've got the character development, you've got the action, you've got the drama in the group, a lot of good drama too. You got the villains, you got the threats out there on the road, you got the survival, the fittest type feel to it, you got the new characters coming in when it feels right. Everything is just perfect. The landscape, the visuals, just amazing, But there is one con to this season, and it's my only con to the first season, and I'm just going to mention it right off the bat. Too many characters died. Honestly, too many characters died. I think that, a good example of this is Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, right? Because in that season, we all complained about how there was barely any character deaths, right? In this case, it's like they went too far the other way, and you had too many characters that died, Mark, I was kind of starting to like him. He dies. Carly, I was really liking her character. I was liking what they were doing with her and Lee. She gets killed by friggin' Lily. Yes, Lily kills Carly, of course, because we have the whole drama in episode 3 about who did it, who's keeping the supplies and all this stuff. Later we find out it's that Ben kid. But, yeah, I don't know. But, of course, Lily, very, dictator, Lily's a very big dictator, and her father, of course, Larry, of course. I have to say, I agree with Lee and Kenny. Maybe we should just put Larry down. He is kind of annoying. He is kind of a frustrating character. That's dark to say, but honestly, I could not stand Larry's character all the way through this first season, So yeah, so we have a lot of good storylines, a lot of good villains. We have the cannibal group in episode 2, which I thought was kind of interesting. But at the same time, there were aspects of that I kind of didn't like as well. Creepy, though. Kind of an interesting twist. And, pretty much a great story all the way through the first season. Now, like I said, I just wish that they would keep a lot more of the characters, because we literally only end the first season, and Clementine, it's all about her now. That's it, so I just kind of wish that they would keep more characters around. So that is my one flaw for this season, but I don't want to be too negative about it, because man, this had a great story and some great characters, and even though there are a lot of characters I wish they would have kept, a great story overall. So yeah, now, in terms of this first season, and in terms of some of the choices, I will get into that a little bit. A lot of the characters, like, who do you save? Do you save this character? Do you save this character? Obviously, as you guys probably already know, I did have Doug go out, and I saved Carly from the first episode. As well, I did also pick Sean to die instead of the little kid, mainly because I was liking Kenny's character, and I wanted to see his son survive, which later on, he dies anyway, so, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but, yeah, in terms of some of the choices, that's what I mainly did. We can go into a few other things, but mainly in terms of the choices, really the ones that matter are the ones where you have to pick, who survives and stuff like that. Little lines here and there of deciding what to do and stuff, and what Larry or what Lee says, but mainly that's the gist of it. And I have to say, I was really impressed with just kind of everything they did in this first season. But to end this review, I can't say anything more aside from just Lee and Clementine. Honestly, what a devastating ending to this first season. And, I'm so excited to see what we're going to see with Clementine's character coming up next. Because like I said, I have no idea what's going to go on in the other seasons. We're going to start Season 2 very soon, and that leads me to the end of this video. Season 2 reviews, guys. We are going to review Season 2, and that is I'm going to start playing Season 2 the following week. I'm a little busy for the rest of this week, so what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to start playing Season 2, and then as soon as I can kind of get far enough into it, we will start doing some videos on Season 2 of the Telltale Walking Dead game. So yeah, really cool stuff, guys. That is basically what I think of the first season. Really great season. You know, maybe they should have kept a few of the other characters around, but in terms of a story and in terms of everything else, man, great start to a series. Really, really great stuff, and I just can't wait to see where it goes from here. And honestly, what happens to Clementine next? What happens to just her and what she does next? A very intriguing story so far, definitely. So anyway, write your comments in the comment section below, guys. I want to hear from you guys, and of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so I'm just sending my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys tonight. By the way, Brian Archam has a live stream on his channel, so if anybody wants to talk to me there, you can do that as well as in the comment section below and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure Brian is very happy I made this video. I know he is a huge fan of the Walking Dead Telltale video game, so of course this one's for you, man, as well for anybody else that wanted to see what are my thoughts on the first season. There's a recap. There's kind of what I think about it. I think they could have kept more characters, but I'm very excited to see where the show goes from here. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and of course I will see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.